Welcome to another episode, everyone. Poetik Flakko's life is in grave danger by LA gang members. So says his own friend, his podcasting partner, who says that Poetik Flakko has irked the nerves of individuals in Los Angeles, California, who are affiliated with his coverage of Aunt Hefe, and that these individuals want blood, that these individuals want Poetik Flakko to pull up and settle this situation. We all know that Poetik Flakko had ran some content saying that naming Draco the ruler's killer, alleged killer. Not long thereafter, he ran some content on Aunt Hefe that turned out not to be true. And I believe that the biggest problem with that is that he never came out and apologized, just said that it wasn't true. I'm not even sure if he even took the video down when he made a video about Aunt Hefe being involved in his taco stand situation, and he is not and was not involved in that. But check this out. This is his friend saying that Poetik Flakko's life is in danger. This is T-Rail back on Fig Clips. Shout out to T-Rail.
Flakko is in danger, man, and let me tell you why. This might be the last straw. His most recent videos are identifying and placing people at the scene of a crime with no facts. People in Los Angeles and gang members in Los Angeles are sick and tired of Flakko. They are sick and tired of him mocking gang culture. They're sick and tired of him mocking LA culture when he came out here and he got his start from Los Angeles and a Los Angeles platform. You would think he has a little bit more respect since he got his start from Los Angeles, but he doesn't. He despises all gang members. I mean, to a certain extent, hey, you feel me?
And most of these individuals get their start in Los Angeles, California, the city of angels. Nearly everyone does. And yes, he does disparage and denigrate Los Angeles and the gang culture in Los Angeles profusely, does Poetik Flakko. Do not hear him necessarily disparaging gangs from other states. But when it comes to Los Angeles, California, and the gang members there, the content that he is running is on LA. These murders that he calls himself solving are in LA.
He despises anybody that has and does criminal activity, but you can't place people at crime scenes without having facts and people.
So you are admitting that Poetik Flakko is wrong in his content. Again, this is T-Rail, who does a podcast with Poetik Flakko. Clearly they are cool friends, buddies, what have you. And he's saying here that Poetik Flakko, that you cannot place individuals at crime scenes. You cannot report on stuff of this nature without facts.
People are upset about this. They are already upset about the Draco thing. Now that Aunt Hefe is in jail and he placed Aunt Hefe at a crime scene that's just like non-existent,
right?
People are upset and they're going crazy about it. But he doesn't care. He stays mocking LA gang culture like this.
Let me tell you how slow LA is. Crip Mac is a dumb who grew up in the suburbs of Chino Hills and had IEP classes. He moved to LA, and now he a tiny little general and got LA calling him OG. Yo!
That was actually funny and sad at the same time. We have to do better as a community, or it's going to be a lot more people disrespecting us and clowning us and thinking we out here just some foolery, because that's ridiculous. Okay, but that does.
I agree. It is ridiculous, and LA is looking foolish on the internet, period, all around. I probably haven't helped sometimes with some of this nonsense. And we are under the microscope and being judged daily by the activities here on the internet, exhibiting and displaying all sorts of buffoonery. Nevertheless, Flakko is indeed in the hot seat for his coverage. Now, T-Rail here, again, his partner says that Flakko just doesn't care. And it's always that way with certain individuals, with individuals who just don't get it. You don't care until you care. That's it. You don't get it until you get it.
Give Flakko an excuse to do anything that he's doing now, and I know, you feel me, but this ain't Flakko first rodeo. Flakko been doing this since he came to No Jumper. Since he landed in Los Angeles, he's been wreaking havoc across the city. Wow, I'm talking about everybody want to come up to him, get him, strangle him, do everything they needed to do, man. And the first people was, I'm talking about 100 Southsiders. They came up to No Jumper and said, we are looking for him. He is a must. We need him. He's a must, no fly zone. He needs to go ASAP. And they wasn't playing, you feel me? And you know, Flakko defense, he wanted to stay and do the content, but we was like, this ain't content. This ain't content. Everybody was like, we not staying up here. Duno had to stay. AD backed up Duno. Adam scary ass said, no, I'm gone. I'm not doing this. He called in, you feel me, and did some crazy, you feel me? But ultimately, that really led, if you want to know the truth, that really led to Duno really not messing with Adam, because Adam didn't want to delete that content off his page, because he said, look, this is going to be detrimental to what I got going on, because this is real street stuff. But Flakko been doing this, man. Look, watch this video, man. He got everybody going crazy all at the office.
Okay. All right. That's the kind of thing that I understand how.
Hold on, we out here, much needed today. You know what I'm saying?
Right, brother.
Wait a minute. What it do? Yeah.
100 Southsiders come up to the building. I don't know if I would have did that, but hey, that's what Flakko want to do, man. He's been set out on a mission to make sure he is ruffling feathers in these YouTube streets, and that's what he's been doing since day one.
So 100 Southsiders came. I heard about Southsiders going up there. So is T-Rail here saying that they went up there for Flakko? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments, because I heard about, again, many Southsiders going up there. I thought they were going up there for Adam or something. I didn't know that they had a problem with Flakko, because he doesn't seem to disrespect them at all. Just black people, black gang members, all of that. In fact, I heard him say that in a time of war, he's going to ride with the Southsiders. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, they're not going to ride with you though. Fool.
Some say it's just getting worse. Some say it's getting better and his content's getting better. But look, man, content is content, but sometimes you can go overboard. But it's been one person that has got up on Flakko, man. It's been one person that got up on him. You feel me? And it's not just been LA streets. It's been everywhere, bro. Then tried to touch every region, man, and ruffle every feather in every state, man. You feel me? Not just LA gang culture, but specifically it's been that right now. He's been focused on that. But one person got up on Flakko, man, because he's been doing his thing for a very long time.
Bro, talk about it. That's a,
Hey, stop playing before I smack the shit out you.
Do it.
Fuck on. Hey, no. Watch out, we ain't doing that here. Anybody watch out.
I'll beat the
No, man.
Put you on your own, big boy. Stop playing with me, boy.
Watch out, man.
Shout out to my boy AD, man. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Bro, gonna be there for you. No,
what the hell was
he
that?
gonna take up for you. Gonna protect you. Gonna make sure he in the middle of people that he loves, his homies.
Look like they didn't spit on each other. Flakko started stuttering. I beat the brakes off him. He stuttered it out though. Oh, Flakko stood up though. Dude spit on him. He spit back. Then told me he beat the brakes off him. Stood up, said, "What's up?"
Real deal, people. That's why I mess with AD. I never turn my back on bro, because he's always been there, man, as a friend. You feel me? As a business partner, bro. But look, check this out. This is to all the game bangers. This is to all the LA podcasters. Flakko would never put himself in this position again. So how do you guys have him stop speaking on LA politics? I have no idea. Why?
Other people have an idea, for one. And for two, again, the problem is, I believe, with a lot of individuals and how they feel, at least how I feel anyway, speaking for myself, is that Flakko did not come out, excuse me, and denounce the video. Take down the video and make another video saying that he was wrong about that information that he put out, that a lot of people had seen. The video had got many views, of course. Poetik Flakko's channel is booming. He never came out and said anything. In fact, he essentially doubled down. And that's the problem.
Why do you guys put him in these predicaments where you feel like he has to answer to y'all? I have no idea. But Flakko, they want to holler, and they not gonna stop until they holler at you. They are angry, and they feel like you gotta pull up. You gotta tap in, pull up. You either gonna do that or you gonna run these fades. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Listen to this man.
You're not from South Central. Stop jumping on here like you in the hood living with us or at the spot and just saying you gotta call and check in like everybody else. You ain't special where you just come out of town from out of town and get to speaking about business. That get socked out quick. That get knocked out quick.
Right.
For sure for me. For sure I'm gonna sock you out. So off the back. You gotta check.
I know someone say, hey man, why you mess with Flakko? Shut up. Why you even talking to him? Well, you know, I didn't build a relationship with Flakko over the years. Y'all don't know Flakko outside the content, and I do, man. Flakko's a good guy, you know what I mean? But Flakko also does what he wants to do, as men should. And as a friend, I can give him advice. I can tell him, hey, you shouldn't do that. Hey, you shouldn't do this. And hey, these are consequences behind this. And hey, if you're still willing to do it, who cares, man? That's on him. He's willing to do whatever he wants to do for the content. I mean, you know, and hey, and he's built up more relationships over the years after going ahead and, you know, setting LA on fire here and there with his content, man, you know. And one of those relationships is Whack 100. Whack 100 even got into it with Flakko before. I mean,
yeah, but everything is not content. That's the thing. That's the situation. That's the problems, that everything is not content. Not everything. You know, you just have to be careful. And when we're talking about putting out a whole video and you naming names and cars, saying this is this individual's car and he was in the car and none of this ever happened, that's a problem. And you don't come out and go on a mea culpa. You don't acknowledge your fault. That's a problem. Making a mistake is not a problem. As a content creator, that's going to happen. We are going to make mistakes. Sometimes we are misinformed. We're not there. We're reporting on what we've heard. Sometimes we are misinformed, even though we have done our homework. And then when that happens, you have to just come out, perhaps take the video down and let your viewers know that you were misinformed. That's not what happened. That everything I just said did not happen. My bad. I thought that it did. I did an investigation. This is what happened, and I was still misinformed. So I took the video down, and I'm letting you all know that, and apologizing to the individual I pointed the finger at or whatever, because it didn't happen. But to not do any of that and to just carry on, that's not good. That's not content. Damn doing anything for content. You still have to be accurate, particularly when you're talking about someone's life. You have to be responsible. If not, then held accountable.
Pressed up on him, got up on him, you know what I'm saying? Pointing his finger all at him and doing all the whole little I don't know when they start getting lovey-dovey with each other and start texting and sending each other content and going back and forth with each other, and him Wack using Flakko, because that's what I feel like he doing. He be using you a little bit because you do know how to articulate yourself real good and break down this story. But yeah, he's built a relationship with Wack. But this is him and Wack getting into it. But I think this was the start of a good relationship.
No, here, right?
And it's better me deal with it, because you know how this is, bro. Yeah, I already know. They got a different coming on some whole other type.
Yeah. Right.
You got life and dead about that. You really believe in that because their religion, bro.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Look, we gonna holler about this in a minute. Like, you understand what he's saying, though? Yeah, right. Like,
come on, Art. I don't do that. Nephew, I ain't none of that. If you get that mad about insane, doing that. If you get that mad about, I can do what I want to do. You get that mad about insane. If I don't move before you move back, then it's a problem. So that's real. I don't know that shit.
Of course.
That's it, but see, you gonna keep playing.
Don't come on our show doing that.
I need to, but
Over to the Adam Wax show.
Right, listen, you playing. You play. Listen, I didn't told you.
No, what did tell me what happened?
Bro, I've been trying to call you for 2 days so we can talk about this on the phone. But you don't answer the phone.
Yeah, can we talk right now though?
Oh my God, man, that's my boy Wack doing what he do best, bruh. Setting up the play years before y'all can even see the play, and he's seen something in Flakko that nobody ever seen, man. He like, I'ma use Flakko, watch this. But he getting at Flakko because, just like everybody else in Los Angeles, he getting into politics. He getting into things he shouldn't be getting into. And Wack like, you know what? Hey, come here. Come holla at me. And Wack using this.
I don't know, T-Rail. You know this. You saying all of this. Then maybe you should really talk to your friend if you care about him like that. I know you just said, T-Rail just said he's his own man and he can give him advice and he can say certain things, but if he still wants to go through, I don't know. This is not to come at the T-Rail, because maybe he has. Maybe he has set Flakko down and straight to, man, some of this content you run on these dudes in LA, you need to chill. You need to stop. I know you're making your money. I know you don't care and all that, but trust me, I'm from over there, man. It's not what you think. One of these dudes gonna catch you and gonna trip, man. I'm telling you. Just chill out. You can turn the corner now. Or whatever. Maybe he has said that. And Flakko's still like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't care. I don't believe it. Flakko had made a video, some content saying that he has a black truck with him everywhere he goes, or 4 black trucks or something. People following him, his security, his bodyguards, his loved ones who are ready to go up in defense of him. So maybe Flakko is saying, I don't care what anyone says. I don't believe it until I see it. I think those dudes out there are soft in LA, and I've said as much for years now, and I'm still here, so whatever. So maybe. But T-Rail, I'm just saying, he's here throughout this video saying it. You have to be careful with the content you make, and everything is not content. Flakko was wrong for putting out a story that was not accurate, and individuals are upset, and the whole nine, and that the content that he's making could lead to danger, violence. I just would think that perhaps you want to impress that upon him, your friend. Hey, man, chill out with something, at least with the inaccurate stuff.
Tactics, his little pit bull bully tactics, and there it goes. That was the start of a relationship, and that start of a relationship, that relationship right there, ultimately ended up with Flakko having some false information on Aunt Hefe. There we go, bro. So I'm like, golly, how much information was Wack giving Flakko all this time? He could have been giving him everything. He could have been giving him everything. But you got to watch yourself, though, man. You got to watch yourself, Flakko, because now Aunt Hefe is on you. Aunt Hefe is on your head, and he on your head from prison. I mean, he telling everybody on the panel, hey, shame on you. Keep my name out your mouth, Do not bring X, Y, and Z up. And shame on Flakko and shame on Wack. Are you kidding me? Listen to this.
With every day, I heard fat ass Jala talking about some. Oh, that's the vehicle he's driving up there. No, these dudes is crazy. Like, motherfuckers say anything for these cameras, bro. Like, for real. Yeah, it's just weird. Like I said, like, stick to the facts. And like a lot of it, like, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just like stop making it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers just like try to make with these fake ass lures. Like, bro, come on with this weird, bro. Like, just stick to the regular, bro. Like, content that dead out there to where motherfuckers gotta just make up every day. Oh yeah, you do at the taco truck. Oh yeah. All the case they ain't solved in LA, eat it. Like all this weird.
The Big U Son thing too.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That was the first one, yeah.
Yeah, that was the crisis actor who put that out there.
Wow. Oh, say the Nash,
Yeah, Fetty Nash.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
he never knew.
I've been hearing about him too. Like I don't even know how to. These dudes, like especially these dudes. This is what I don't understand. Like these dudes is like portraying to be solid and portraying to be street. Like, bro, like where do you dudes get off like doing this weird? Like even me, like you know, I'll react to some shit, but like I'm not into the pushing the lies and fake ass narratives and all that. Like these dudes is just crazy with this shit. And these dudes be talking about they from gangs and shit. Like you can expect that from the fake ass Flakkos and even the Wax, because Wax ain't nobody gang member. You feel me? He only Karu when he get mad. That dude is like far removed from the street. He's a police for real. That because ain't no solid repeat what the police saying. This on the internet repeat this. The police lied about like, oh yeah, I'm telling you and this and that. Like, bro, you can't be street, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, or so whatever. Like, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not tripping though, but every dog got their day, and a lot of motherfuckers that's doing false and fake. They gonna fall on the sword. It's gonna be violent for them.
That's my boy Anhefe calling Flakko fake, calling Wack fake for the information that they putting out there on the internet. And I love that he said, man, look, check this out. I do reactions too though, man. You feel me? But it has to be some type of factual going on, or I ain't gonna put no case on you. I ain't finna put no allegations on you. I ain't finna put nothing on you that I didn't hear before I did this reaction. We not gonna do that. You feel me? That's the things that they are mad at Flakko for. I think it's just elaborating, you feel me, and alluding to things that aren't true. Like you can't.
Yes. It's that, and Hefe is not only mad at Flakko, but he just played the video where Hefe called in a no jumper. We all know about that phone call, and he did attack Flakko, J Hood, if you will. Told J Hood to keep his name out of his mouth. Had some things to say about the other individual, and he is upset about individuals making content on him. And Hefe seems to be upset with everyone making content on him, no matter what you said about his situation, factual or not. Nevertheless, he is certainly going to come after the individuals who put out whole documentaries on him with all false narratives, something that is easily discovered never happened. But instead of doing some vetting, some sort of investigational work before you put out this content, you're so thirsty and hungry for the content, the money, and know it's going to do a lot of views, that you put it out there anyway before the man even had the handcuffs taken off of him, accusing him of a murder of an oppositional gang member, a blood member, and he's a Crip member. This is irresponsible. And then, the gist of the problem is not just that you did that, because no one is perfect, and content creators make these sort of mistakes. And far from me to get on a content creator for making a mistake with some sort of information that he disseminates, he or she, because I can come out here tomorrow or my next video today and make a mistake about some information or something that was said or done, and it turns out it was not said and or done. That's part of content creation. If you were not there, we can't be everywhere with the situations that we are reporting on. This situation happened over here. I wasn't over there. I'm just telling you what happened as far as what I'm seeing here, So it might be wrong about some things. That's okay, but to double down on it or to not come out and say that you are wrong, That's the problem. In my mind, that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest failure of all of this. It's not coming out and saying that you were wrong, because you put a whole case on the individual, identified his car, wasn't his car, come to find out, because he wasn't even there, and put it on the internet for a lot of people to see. That got some, whose ever car it is could be upset as well. It was a lot that he had said in that video. Again, got a lot of views, and to not come out and then to say, as far as I'm concerned, whenever you're wrong about something, you need to be just as loud with the apology as you were with what you were wrong about. So if you did a video for 30 minutes, let's say, on how this individual is guilty of this, when you find out that he is not, then you need to do a video of 30 minutes saying how he's not guilty of it. The same, you have to have the same energy when you're wrong. When you go and call everyone and tell them that I did this to you and did that, and then you find out that it was wrong, that you were incorrect, then you need to call these same people back and tell them I was wrong, saying this about this man, putting this on his name. I was wrong. And I now know that. And to not do that is shameful. That's the problem. After you done said this about someone, to not clean it up and clear it up, even when you know better, is shameful. That's the problem. The problem is not saying it about someone, because, again, individuals are going to be wrong as content creators. Journalists, the news report misinformation sometimes. Whatever, it's going to happen. But just admit that you're wrong, clean it up, clear it up, take the video down, and apologize to the person whose name you put in something that he had nothing to do with.
And do that out here, especially in Los Angeles, just nowhere in the ghetto, just nowhere in the culture period where you can actually do that, man, where they politicking. And I understand, man. I definitely understand. And Munchie B is one of the ones that despises Flakko. He hates Flakko guts, especially after he did this. This is crazy. We had a conversation about this, and I'm like, Flakko, bro, they not gonna let you pass with this one. I don't give a damn how many sorries you said, apologize, whatever the case may be. Hopefully you don't end up in nobody ghetto or county jail or jail where none of these guys are at, because they are on your head. And I told him, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't care. But hopefully, man, he'll get it through his head, man, that this stuff is detrimental, man, to people's family. You feel me? To their life. People have lives out here, bro, that they have to protect. They have to get money for they family to feed their family. You gotta know certain things it's content, but it ain't that deep to where we trying to dig a hole to where their life is over, bro. So come on, man, get it together. Come on, Flakko. Why would you put that red rag on your head?
All right, there you have it. That's T-Rail again, back on Fig. Shout out to back on Fig. Shout out to T-Rail. And, you know, he made a lot of sense with what he said. And again, this is Poetik, Flakko's friend. They have another podcast, you know, together. He's saying that Poetik Flakko is wrong, that he needs to get it together with some of the content that he's running. He just acknowledged that himself. I am then going to assume that he has indeed had this conversation with Flakko. In fact, he just said as much, that he had the conversation with him when Poetik Flakko had put on the red rags and all of that. He said Poetik Flakko finds himself in any jailhouse in LA, he's in trouble. Yeah, he's breakfast, lunch, and dinner in an LA County jail. Man, please. Let me know what you think in the comments. Excuse me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Poetik, Flakko, LA gang members, according to T-Rail, and just common sense dictates that members in LA are unhappy with Poetik Flakko and his coverage of late of LA culture in general, not just the false content that was put out on At Hefe that we now know to be false, whether he has said as much or not. It is false, and he should say as much. Even now, it's not too late to come out and apologize for that, I would say. But the longer you don't do it, the worse it is, as far as I'm concerned. And but not only with that, the Drakeo the ruler, naming an individual, putting him on who allegedly, supposedly did that, carried out that execution, and a whole lot of other stuff that has been said about LA and LA culture and LA gang members. So at any rate, according to his own friend here, members are upset about this. It's not me saying this. That's what he just said, that LA gang members are upset with Poetik Flakko and his life is now in danger over this. But that he doesn't care, he also said. Perhaps because some of it is he thinks he's gotten away with it to this point, so he's okay. We'll see how it turns out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.